Okay, motorhome. What can I say with this? Not, I would say, not so much security, but safety as well. First of all, right, this is my control panel. That's my outside light. That's my water pump. And this one, that's all I get. I mean, all the rest, they got loads of switches for everything. I got switches of control stuff, but mainly this. And then that is telling me that my rear battery is being charged because I'm plugged into the mains. And then this one here is my water tank, which is empty, which I leave it empty when I come back from a visit, because the last thing you'd want is bring back 80 litres of water in your tank and your fuel consumption drops down. So it's always best to empty it. If you can't empty it, well, you just tin the taps on and leave your back gate open, which is your wastewater gate. Okay, that's that. The next thing, which is crucial, which I do have, is this little beaut, and this is is it CO2? I can't anyway. It's a carbon dioxide alarm, and you test it just by holding the button in. That's fine. And this power button, this power light will flash when it's low on battery. I'm not too sure if you can replace the batteries. This is not a fixed unit, it just pushes on with a couple of screws. So that's that one. The other one up here is Fire Angel again. This is for fire alarm. So this is when you've got smoke and fire. This is the gas and yeah, you know what I mean. Test that as well. God, I tell you what, and that'll do that twice, and that'll be it. So that's working all right. These just last for about 10 years. They're not. You can't touch them. You can't fiddle with them. You just buy them, and they just slot on like that. And they're interchangeable. That back panel. It's usually pretty compliant with most of them, Fire Angel stuff. Teddies, these are a must for young children. It just keeps them occupied because we've got 7 grandchildren. The other thing I want to point out to you, which is people, they do use this, and I was talking to this chap about this. Can you see this up here? This is my own fault. And what it is in the winter, what people tend to do, well, what I've done in the past when my gas fire was played up, is you light the cooker. But unknown to me at the time, gives off a lot of moisture and causes condensation. So I had a couple of these burners going for an hour or so. Didn't even notice it. Nice and toasty and warm in here. Especially when you're away and your gas fire's packed up. I mean, you've got to keep warm. But that causes massive condensation, which then brings on mould. I've cleaned that. That was worse than that. I just haven't finished it off. But I did get rot up here, top bunk, right in the far corner, down below, some ducting that runs around. I had to replace the wood there. It was pretty straightforward, but that was my own fault. So there's a hack for you. Do not use your cooker. You're not supposed to anyway because of the gases, but do not use your cooker unless you've got well ventilated area, and to keep warm. I mean, sometimes must isn't as you have to do it, but no, light a fire instead. That was a joke. Don't light a fire in your camper. Okay, that was just a joke. Yeah, so another couple of hacks for you. Don't travel with your hatches open. We're stationary at the moment. Let some air in. Give an airing. Do not travel with these open. It's not advisable. They will flap around and then they will just fly off, and then you'll have a bit of a slight water problem when it rains. That was 3 hatches. 1, 2. This one is open a lot, especially when we're stationary for cooking. And that one, well, that's if someone's in here. This is a separate secondary bedroom, so that'll be open when someone's staying. Another to do in your toilet is the vent up there, push it up to open up. Leave your vent open when you're stationary, even when you can pull it down when you're traveling. That does eliminate a lot of smell. You can't help some of the smells even if you've got your blue stuff in your toilet. It's going to happen, so just get used to it. Empty on a regular basis if you can. We have actually gone a whole week where we couldn't find anywhere when we were in Europe to empty the toilet because we were quite wild camping. Do not tip on the side of the road. Do not tip in grey water, only tip in black water spaces. It tells you where it is, black water and toilet WC waste. We don't tissues, that's not bum tissues, that's just normal tissues if you're using blowing your nose in the toilet, whatever. or, you know, certain personal things. We put them in a box. That's just James got a bit of a cold. And what we tend to do if we're traveling, we do not put toilet paper in the toilet. We just use that's just waste for poos and wees, and then we empty out when we stop. That's about it, really. I think that you need to know for now. There's anything that I've come across that might interest you guys. Another job I've got to do is Velcro these seats down. They just keep sliding off. So I've got some really strong Velcro. I'll do that, and then at the back I'm going to put some tabs, and then we'll tie them to those little tabs there. These are on the back cushion, but I'll put them on the bottom cushion as well. I think that's about it, guys. Thank you very much for watching again. If I bored you, I do apologise. These are just little hacks we come across. So another one here. We buy these toilet rolls, not toilet rolls, kitchen rolls, which when we're away and we're scarce on water, I'll just show you. Here, there's one there. Not advertising for the company. Blitz, they're brilliant. One sheet and we can clean one sheet. One sheet and you can clean a couple of plates with most debris on it and just chuck it in the bin, or if you get on your fire at night, if you're having a campfire, just burn just your paper and whatnot. But that saves a lot of water and a lot of washing up, so that's a hack for you. These sheets are really absorbent. Come to the end of that. You can get them cheap. You can go to Wilko's or B&Q, or even, I don't know, you're in America, what they call those stores, I don't know. Anyway, but you'll find them. Really good paper towels to dry anything off. If you've cleaned like your pans and whatnot, always wipe them, give them a bit of a swill or whatever. Any water left over in cups, when we do a cup, we swill a cup, we use another cup to swill the water in that, and then we clean it. And then when we do come to stop, and then we'll do a proper wash up and we'll get everything clean. Okay, that's it, I think. Again, thanks very much for listening, and if you'd like to thumbs up, subscribe, that would be fantastic, and we'll catch you in the next vid. All the best.